What you're looking at is the water level in the lagoon at Rooster Rock State Park. I don't know if you can see that little lump right there in the mud. That is a bunch of seaweed that I scraped out of the lagoon 2 days ago. And that's because I was swimming across and I was 15 feet from the shore on this side and I just stopped. I was paddling and kicking and I was tangled up in that stuff and it was not letting me move. And when I finally got to shore, I came up and I rested a bit, and then I went out and spent a half hour just going out up to my neck, pulling this stuff out of the way. And now later in the day, I did swim back across through that channel I just made. I still hit probably 5 feet worth of, I just went through 5 or 6 feet of seaweed, but it wasn't nearly as tangled as it was coming this way the first time. So that's what that is. Now you're seeing me. I got here 10 minutes ago maybe, set up my little shade screen, tried to sit next to someone I thought was attractive. I saw him in the parking lot because he stared as he walked by my car. Anyway, he swam across and disappeared on a walk somewhere. I've never seen him before, but he's a good-looking ginger otter. Oh, a good-looking ginger otter. And probably half my age. This is a pear. I got off my pear tree at home. I think there's 2 pears, maybe 2 large pears and 1 small pear left. I'm really happy about that this season because there were a lot of pears, and unlike previous seasons, no one came by and stripped the tree. Now I'm going to disgust all of you by talking and chewing at the same time. Today's crank level is on the low side. I did get frustrated a bit on the freeway coming out. One by someone who was doing 45 in the left lane of the freeway. From the merge from 205 to 84, they got in the left lane and they stayed in the left lane all the way out till, I think, what's after that, Fairview? The Fairview exit. And cars had to go around them by getting in the middle lane or the right lane, which is illegal. I believe it's illegal to pass on the right, but everyone was doing it. And then when I was in the middle doing 60, let's just say I was doing 60 miles an hour. And this truck comes bustling up behind me, and there was a car just off my left flank at the rear. And this truck is doing 80 plus, swerves between me and that car, and then zips up the freeway. A couple minutes later, I saw police lights, and I thought, good, they got that a-hole. Nope, it was a different car that they'd stopped. So that was disappointing. A truck should not be going that fast in that much traffic unless everyone's going that fast. And when most people are in their 60s and 70s, and this guy passes at an 80, that's just stupidity and it's dangerous. So yeah, that made me a little cranky. Thanks everyone for watching. As I mentioned in the description of yesterday's video, YouTube reset its studio app yesterday. And in doing so, it defaulted to no comments. So if you tried to comment on something yesterday or in the past and it didn't let you, it's because the channel had comments turned off for a good part of yesterday. It might have happened before that and I didn't recognize it because I didn't look at anything on for 2 days. And yesterday I was without power for 15 hours and 20 minutes. So everything was on the phone, and it's not, the comments off is not very visual on the app. I can see it on the screen, but I have to look for it in settings in the app. So if you couldn't comment, that's the reason. Should be fixed now. I guess that's about it. You know, I might just have to swim across that canal and go otter hunting. That's so not like me. I'm gonna let y'all go, but remember to stay cranky, my friends. Stay cranky. Bye-bye.